Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Nan, this is Silky Intuitive. I did just finish a video that talked about the presidential election, but there are a few things about what's going on with this election that I don't think people really have a grasp of. So I took a few shots at the Republican candidate, pardon me, and the Democratic candidate. My opinion of her really isn't too much different than my opinion of his. My dislike for him goes so far beyond presidential elections. I just have such distaste for men like that, and so men who use their power and position, especially when it comes to manipulating women. Power struggle. It's all about power. I wonder if that is part of this full moon that we're transitioning through. So I wanted to take a look. Michael and I are taking a look at our energies passing through the new moon. This is a collective reading. Okay, Michael is telling me to do readings by element. Interesting. Thank you, Michael. We'll do readings by element, which means I need timestamps. Whose element are we starting with? We're going to start with Earth, and that is the train that runs directly behind my house. Okay, first we'll take Earth, then we will do water, then fire and air. Thank you for the guidance, Michael. All right, let's take a timestamp. First, we want to look at Earth signs: Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And the timestamp for you is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Earth signs. Let's throw a few cards for my Earth signs and see what your energy is moving through this full moon cycle from the 16th to the 17th. So we are on the shadow side of it, coming out of it now. So for Capricorn, what have we got? We're gonna cut it down the middle. Capricorn, at the focus for you guys, we have the World. We also have Justice. And the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, sorry. I was wrong. The 10 of Pentacles. So my Earth signs. Wow, Earth. First of all, you're serving up a huge, you got a huge serving of justice coming for someone. Because you've taken on the position of the world. You have the world at your feet. Some of you, you are talking about the people who have stepped through the transformation, who are transitioning out of the pain, out of the sorrow, now looking at the justice coming forward with the completion of everything positive that we could possibly want in this world with the 10 of Pentacles. Coming out of this, so many of my Earth signs are going to feel like the world is a much happier place. There is more joy, more love, more acceptance than there used to be. The world is a more open place for some of you. Some of you may have not even ever imagined what seeing the world would be like, and some of you are faced with it now. You're faced with the opportunity to see what the world is really like. The 10 of Pentacles serves up the energy of being able to embrace those possibilities. The King of Cups. Now, some of you may have a very supportive partner. The 6 of Cups, this is maybe for some of you a karmic connection or someone you knew from the past. Okay, now here with the Judgment card, we're going to get a little bit deeper here for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, my Earth signs. Well, we've transitioned for so many of us. Come out of a period of longing, desire, maybe for worldly pleasures, adventures, seeing the world through different eyes, with fulfillment, and, by the way, having the money to comfortably move through the world the way you want to move through it, to move life from place to place, maybe, from experience to experience, through adventures. We have a great sense of accomplishment, and we have needs being met above everything else. But with the two cards, both connected to justice, one being a decision that brings about balance, harmony, more satisfaction. With the actual act of justice, some of you are breaking away from a situation that is no longer suitable for you. So, and it may be a situation that's gone back a long period of time. With the Six of Cups, it talks about old associates. It talks about maybe past lives. But as you can see, this is beautiful pink lemonade. This pretty girl is sipping on this lemonade, and she's enjoying it, and it's sweet, and it's wonderful, and it talks to me about connections from the past that add sweetness to life, that add pleasure and delight, and they're quenching the thirst of desire within us. Next to the King of Cups, this partner, for some of you, this is a partner that you've been with through life's harder cycles, and now you're looking at embracing a brand new future, a brand new way of moving forward. This combination of the King of Cups and the Six of Cups is a love relationship that may have gone back for a very long time. Some of you are being freed from that relationship and moving forward independently without this partner, but many of you are also walking a positive path with a partner, and you're sharing the balance. But for others, this is someone whose search for the world brought them to ending a relationship that may have gone on over a long period of time, and the decision was there to split this union. But with that split, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have that fulfilling place in life. This is about the big, beautiful house on the hill with, you know, the swing set in the backyard, and somebody that you can actually pay to clean up your mess. That's my idea of the Ten of Pentacles, is having somebody who I can actually hire to clean the place. So yeah, this is about having all of your desires met and the money to fulfill it. So there you go, Earth signs. Beautiful energy for my Earth signs. Now, we want to talk about water sign. And we're going to timestamp water at 9 minutes. Okay. Let's move these out of the way. I am going to shuffle them back into the deck for water signs. All right. Okay, let's see. Talk to me, water signs. How is it going? How's life treating you through this full moon period? Are you meeting new people? Are you moving away from that which does not serve you? Are you taking on new adventures? So many of us are changing our world. We want to know how water signs is doing through this transformative moon energy. What have we got here? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. Oh, darn it. All right, some of you have been devoted to a love relationship, and it seems to be breaking down now because we have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. You're working hard, but maybe because of your work, you're not paying as much attention to your partner as you should be. The Six of Wands, like I said, there are a lot of things to do. And my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're under a lot of pressure to pay more attention to your love life. Because Spirit is saying all of this work that you're involved with is creating a very unhappy situation for a partner. The Three of Wands, making the choice to maybe take some time. Take some time for that person that you love. Take some time over this period, because right in the center of this situation, we have someone who is incredibly emotional right now. And it is a phase of the moon. And these cards, in and within themselves, Housewives Tarot, they talk about the moon cycles. If you've ever had to care for your house for more than an afternoon, you are a housewife. If you mop your own floors, even if you're single, you're a housewife, because you're married to that place. You are committed to the things, to your foundation, to your surroundings. Everyone wants to keep their place in formidable shape, right? Well, your relationship is asking for that kind of maintenance. And I think for water signs, that's the message right now. Someone in your situation, water, is feeling a bit maybe detached from you and would like more attention with the Nine of Cups. They'd like more recognition from you maybe. And maybe they're like doing cartwheels trying to get your attention. But you're so focused on what you're doing that you have cut, maybe even cut out any interaction between you and a love partner. Not only because of what you're working on, but you're considering what path you want to move forward on maybe with this person. Maybe emotionally, you're viewing this person a little bit differently. Maybe all of this emotion that they're showing is showing you a side to them that maybe you don't really care for. Okay, maybe there's a side to them that's weepy and you don't like that. Or maybe it's just all of the highly charged nature of all of that emotion. Maybe kind of driving you away and forcing you to focus more on your work. But that person is patiently waiting. You just know that Pisces, if you're dealing with an emotional cup sign, water sign, which is what you are, by the way. These can be my Cancer's emotions right here at the heart, because maybe it's a partner who is spending too much time focusing on building the necessities and not spending enough time building on the love, the romance, the devotion between these two people. I want 3 more cards. The Tower. Somebody's threatening to bring an end to that. The Nine of Pentacles. Having more than you need to get along. And King Meat. The King of Swords. The guy who... judgmental. Harsh. And here next to the Tower. So for some of you who are involved in a relationship where one partner is far more focused on their own desires and what they're building than they are on what you are trying to build within a home or within a relationship. Some of you are considering putting an end to it, either to the attitude that the 8 of Cups embodies here next to the 7 of Swords. This feeling like somebody is purposely maybe staying away or trying to purposely cut you out of their life, and maybe there's a sense of rejection that's coming from the Eight of Cups, because somebody is feeling highly emotional. They're looking for the recognition that they feel that they deserve in this partnership, and they're either threatening, either you make a choice. It's either going to be me or it's going to be you and your work. And that's where I see my water signs are phasing out of this full moon. I'd say even up until the next phase of the moon, which would be the new moon coming up. But right now we've got full moon energy, and some Cancers are neglecting their emotional situation, a little bit more concentrated on work, or maybe this is your partner, Cancer, but there's a need to spend more time paying attention to this relationship that someone here is attempting to grow. Okay, there you go, water signs. Let's move on to fire. And fire, we're putting you at 16 minutes. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Let's pull these in and talk about my fire signs. Hot, full of desire. You have artistic qualities like no one else. You're smart, sharp, but sometimes you get a little too fiery, a little too hot under the collar sometimes. When it's something that you really want, you really desire, you turn the heat up. So let's take a look at fire signs moving through. Whoa, this, not taking, but I see what they are. I'll keep them in mind. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Are we ready? Do we want to go ahead? Because I'm feeling these cards are wanting to jump. By the time I get to air, they're going to be shuffling themselves. I haven't used them for a while, so these cards really want to tell a story today. And now we're talking. Here it came out again. The Seven of Swords, the Eight of Wands. Developments happening quickly for fire signs. Around a feeling that maybe you want to move on with something. Maybe it's professional, because we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles right at the very bottom of the deck. So some of you are very focused on the money that you're earning. But changes coming. With the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands, somebody around you may be trying to deceive you, to get away with something, or to get around something that they maybe really don't want to do. But the time is coming up on them, and it's coming up on them quicker. Michael just said one of my fire signs, or some of you are approaching a deadline with a divorce, and some of you do not want to look at that because you feel like you're being deceived in one way or another. The Knight of Cups, a younger love energy. Maybe some of you are wanting it to happen faster because you do have a younger love interest waiting in the wings. That's very interesting information. The Four of Swords, taking a break, stepping back, getting a rest, maybe taking a break with this new Knight of Cups. A necessary break. We have a relationship that goes back many years, maybe even centuries. The Ten of Swords. Some of you are exiting a relationship. The way I originally felt it was the way it's ending up. This is a relationship from the past. Some of you may have been involved with a younger person. This person comes up as a Knight of Cups, but to me it's a generalized energy of a person, possibly a younger person. Now, if this isn't a love interest, it can be a family member that you have made a departure from, a split from, and that split may have happened quickly. But someone had to leave a situation where there was some deception. It may have been caused by centuries or cycles of negative karma within love, because it is a cup. In this lifetime, it played out through this Knight of Cups energy, this young love interest. It comes in on a karmic connection, though. And the Ten of Swords says that this bloody karmic connection that you people have put up with, you're probably yelling at your device right now, motherfucker, it's here again. Because it keeps coming up, this situation for especially my Aries and my Sages. You got, even Leo, I shouldn't leave out Leo, because I know I've had rough readings for your love situation too. And damn it, that deceptive energy is here again. But you're moving through it now. There was like a light bulb moment for someone, and it shed a complete light on all of the deceptions that had passed before you. And what you're doing now is you're ending that cycle of karma once and for all. And some of you may have just out of the blue walked up to a partner, a business partner, a love partnership, even a family member, and said, I'm not taking your shit anymore. These are my plans. By this date, I will be out of your hair for good, because frankly, I can't deal with it anymore. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So, for someone in a situation, you have got definite endings coming your way. Definite endings, and isn't it time? Let's go 3 more just to, clarify. 8 of Cups, walking away from something that was a disappointment. The Tower, again, the ending of a situation where there was deception. And the 3 of Wands, making the choice to actually choose a path and walk it. Get yourself there. Clean up whatever mess you've left behind that is yours. Clean up after yourself and leave a situation where there has been betrayal of some kind. And congratulations, fire sign. For me, it looks like a lot of you are coming out of that cycle. I look forward to a different type of reading for my fire signs the next time around. Now, let's finish it up and talk to my air signs. And my air signs, we're marking you at 22 minutes and 30 seconds, air signs. Thank you very much. Now, all right, air signs, what's up for you? Everybody's got something going on during this transition into the full moon and out of the full moon and coming up into the next new moon phase. I'd say energy is good for at least a couple of weeks. And what have we got here for my air signs? General reading, of course, general energy for my air signs transiting out of the full moon. I wanted to wait until after the full moon to see what the energies were. I didn't want to do this before. Let's see how we're doing. All right, I think we're there. All right, at the focus for some of you is a judgment. And no wonder, because underneath judgment is Mrs. Butterworth herself, the High Priestess. She follows her instincts. It's everything that she needs and more. She follows her own decisions. She makes her own judgments. This for me is clearly my air signs deciding to do something with their lives, maybe something different. The Six of Pentacles, where money is concerned, is going to bring you a lot more balance. The Nine of Wands, it's going to actually put you in a element where you'll be able to protect your own resources. And you'll be able to fulfill your desires the way you need them to. If you look at this woman, she's climbing ladders and doing her house dresses, or her housework, in a cocktail dress. in her pretty long sleeve black gloves. I mean, she's all ready for the cocktail party while she's still doing her housework. So she can accomplish a lot and still be happy in her pursuits. And the Ace of Swords is, look at this. In this card, the Ace of Swords is taking a great big slice out of that beautiful, beautiful pie. It's having a slice of that cake. It's taking a bite of the sweeter things in life. Lands right under Mrs. Butterworth. Can't get any sweeter than pancake syrup, right? So maple syrup, beautiful slice of life. We're getting the sweetness in life here, air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We're taking a bite of the sweeter things in life. It's even here with this little Halloween boy. He's digging into the candy corn and he's eating up the cookies. More about the sweeter things in life. Having more appreciation for the sweeter things in life. And making the judgment to purposely move towards the things in life that are going to be more fulfilling. Now, the Knight of Swords, he can have an attitude. He can be really edgy, but he's the one that all the girls dream about. He's the bad boy. So some of you may be considering a little something going on with a bad boy. With a boy who doesn't like authority. He doesn't really care for anybody telling him what to do. He's very, you know, he's look at him. It's Fonzie. You know, hey, oh, Mrs. C. You know, this is the old pervert who lusted after little Joni. But he never really said it. Because if you look here, this guy, he's a little bit too old for these little girls that are crushing on him. Which says that he can be a little bit immature. Sometimes he can chase the wrong kind of women. But for some of you, you've got a thing with a bad boy. And you really want to work your way through it. You're trying to grab that sweeter taste at life. You know, you want to reach out. You know that guy who, you know, he just gets better with age. And you see him riding around town on his motorcycle. And he's really mysterious. And you never see him with women, but you never see him with men. He's always just a little bit away from the girlies. But you really don't know where he stands. Because he keeps it all to himself. That's the bad boy. You don't really know. Is he straight? Is he gay? Is he bi? Is he really an amazing looking chick dressed up like this biker guy? Dressed up like this Hell's henchman? He's got a lot of mystery. But it's what you're being drawn to right now. Is this sweeter slice of life. That bigger piece of the pie. That, you know what? I shouldn't be lusting after this guy. But he fulfills a need for that sweeter piece of life that maybe I don't allow myself to have. Because Mrs. Butterworth, if her cap is on too tight, she can never let the sweetness out. So if you guys are keeping the cap on your sweetness and you're lusting after this guy who is really probably not for your greater good, but a couple of hours, you know, might just give you that sweeter side of life. You know, it's about being adventurous, but trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, and maybe knowing when to back off. Maybe knowing when to back off of that need for the sweet. The Emperor. This guy, I mean, you know what? He may be that a mysterious business owner, you know, who you see, but you don't know much about. He can be, he can be the mayor where you live. For crying out loud. He could be someone of authority, but there's a mystery around him, and there's a mystery around him that some of you are thinking you would like to transcend right into that bad boy energy to see where it goes. The Fool, well, she may just take a chance and ask Mr. Mystery Biker Guy out, because you're so attracted to that bad boy side. Funny here. It says that, surprise, surprise, that bad boy may have been eyeballing you too, the same way you've been watching him. So this says, don't be surprised when you get a chance to finally talk to that mysterious guy who you've had your eyes on for maybe 15 years, and you finally said, I gotta do it. I've gotta do it. I've gotta make myself known, because who knows what lies in the future? He may turn out to be a really good match for you. So, air signs, this is saying, if you really think that that guy is worth the chance, is worth the approach, you don't know. He may be just the kind of guy that laughs in your face and rides off on his motorcycle, because that's what the bad boy does. But this is saying, when you meet the bad boy, if he gives you a chance, he will learn how to appreciate you. And he could very well be the perfect one for you. There you go, air signs. Now, my little announcement at the end. If you want a reading meant just for you, go to my Weebly website. Click on tell me what kind of a reading you want, and I'll get back to you with that invoice. I have a Vimeo channel where I have videos ranging from 99 cents up to, oh, you know, some of the old ones are overly priced. That's because I went way too far, made them way too long, and they got very clinical, and they didn't do very well. So ignore those. I still have to take them down. They're overpriced. My bad. Now, I do have stuff there, though, that is really informational, and you can get some of those between 99 cents and like $3. So depending on how long they are, what the topic, how detailed, you can find the readings there at my Vimeo channel. Check out the link down below. And until the next phase of the moon, guys, take care of yourselves, one another. This is cool. Peace.